Hi everyone, my name is Isabel, and today I'm going to talk to you about why it is wrong for the media to promote a certain standard of beauty. How many of you have heard the term looks don't matter or beauty is only skin deep? And how many of you believe that? Well, I'm sorry to let you know that that is not the case with the youth that are growing up nowadays. So in July, I took my 6-year-old son to the doctor for his yearly checkup, and the doctor told me that he was overweight in front of my 6-year-old. We go home and my 6-year-old was very upset, and he goes like, "Mommy, am I really chubby?" And from that time on, he started worrying about what he was eating because he did not want to get chubby. As a mom, that really broke my heart. Seeing that a 6-year-old who should be worried about toys or what action figure is on is worried about what he needs to eat. So I kind of had to work with him to get to a point where he was comfortable with who he was. And this is why I'm here to talk to you about that. The media is currently promoting is having a negative influence towards our youths that's promoting low self-esteem, eating disorders, depression that unfortunately sometimes leads to suicide. So according to a project that's called Body Support Project organization, they did a survey and discovered that an average American woman is supposed to be 5'4", weighs 140 pounds, and wears between a size 12 and 14. And the American supermodel is supposed to be a 5'11", weighs 117 pounds, and wears a size 4, which puts her at 98% thinner than an average American woman. And in reality, based on how the obesity has been nowadays, there is a big gap between an American supermodel and an average American woman. And we need to bridge that gap so that we can all teach our younger generations positive body images. So for the self-esteem, based on the videos, the advertisement, or whatever they see, once a young girl sees the picture of a supermodel and they put themselves in there, look at themselves, it kind of makes them feel like they don't fit that package or that image of what they're supposed to be, and it makes them hate themselves, and it puts themselves down, which leads to eating disorders because they want to lose that weight, they want to fit into that package. And according to the National Eating Disorder Association, by 4th grade, 80% of the girls start dieting. You can imagine a 10-year-old worrying about food instead of worrying about what they're going to do with their friends, what movies they're going to watch. They're worrying about food. And that is not a good thing for our society and the generation that's growing up. So with that eating disorders, it promotes bad eating healthy habits that ends up leading to girls losing their hair, losing their teeth, being way too skinny to do anything, can't sleep because they're lacking some of the vitamins and minerals in their body that promote sleep. They're stressed out, they get depressed, and that image that they have, no matter how much they lose the weight, they cannot get that image of them being fat or chubby according to the society, and some of them end up committing suicide. With that too, when you go to some schools, because of what a normal person's supposed to be, some kids are considered being overweight in school, which leads them to being bullied and body shamed. And with that also puts them down and leads them to having negative thoughts about themselves, and some of them end up having to commit suicide for that, which is becoming a very bad epidemic in high school, even elementary students. So with that, I encourage you or challenge you as a parent or a future parent to try and promote positive body image, like I do with my son. Every morning I wake up with him and I tell him, hey, just remember, you're handsome, you're perfect. God created you the way you are for a reason, and let nobody put you down for that. So I encourage you as an individual to try that. Try to help the next generation know that they're unique. There is a reason to why they were made the way they are, and they need to learn to love themselves. And we should also act as activists and try to encourage the companies to follow in towards the same footsteps that Dove is following right now, to promote that women don't come in just one shape. They all come in different shapes and sizes, and be able to encourage women, young girls also, to be able to see themselves as those women who are on TV, those women who are on the ads that are outside on the billboards. So in conclusion, I have told you all the negative influences that the media has on the young generation, or it has on the standard features of what a normal person is supposed to be. And I encourage you to try and change that, to take a step and change that. Thank you.